Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do a video and it's gonna be about books that I want to read next year. This is definitely not like all of them, but these are just a few of them that I know that I definitely want to read next year, whether that be getting a copy of the book or reading it by ebook or by audiobook, whatever the chance may be that I get to read any of these books would be really fun and great. One of the books I have, and I bought it for myself for Christmas, so I'm not going to be reading it anytime soon because I already have books for this month to read, so I'm not going to be reading it this year. And yeah, and also the book that I'm reading right now is dang, why did I just forget what the book is called? Oh, the book is called Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I'm only on chapter 1 right now, so yeah. It's 414 pages if you guys didn't know. If you guys want to read it, it's an ice skater and a hockey player romance. It's literally all I know about it, so I don't really know what the book is about, but all I know is that. So yeah, and I am really excited to read it. And when I saw it on Book Talk and Pinterest, I was like, I have to read this because this book is so cute. So yeah, but anyways, let's get on to the video. Okay, so the first book that we're going to be talking about is Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan, and I'm going to pull up what the books what the books are about. I'm going to go on Barnes and Noble. There's only one book that I probably can't look up and on Barnes and Noble, and that's one of the books I'm not gonna say until yeah, because that would be I don't want to do that. So let's look up each of them and let's talk about them. Okay, so the first book is Archer's Voice. So I'm just gonna read what the notes are on this book. So it says, when two troubled souls collide in New York. Wait, oh, what? Oh, I need to read this part. Okay, I was just reading the top part, but it's not that. But I'll read it anyway. So when two souls collide in New York Times bestselling author Mia Sheridan's emotional, heart-wrenching love story, can they break the silence of the past to find hope, happiness, and love? Okay, so here's the actual description. Okay, I wanted to lose myself in the small town of Pellion, Maine, to forget everything I had left behind, the sound of rain, the blood, the coldness of a gun against my skin. For 6 months, each breath has been a reminder that I survived, and my dad didn't. I'm almost safe again. But the moment I meet Archer Hale, my entire world tilts on its axis and never rights itself again. Until I trespass into his strange, silent, isolated world, Archer communicates with no one, yet in his whiskey-colored eyes, something intangible happens between us. There's so much more to him than just his beauty, his presence, or the way his hands communicate with me, on me. But this town is mirrored in secrets and betrayals, and Archer is the explosive center of it all. So much passion and so much hurt, but it's only in Archer's silence that we might just find what we need to heal and live. So yeah, that's what Archer's voice is about, probably. I don't know. But I wanted to read this because a lot of people that I'm subscribed to and follow on Instagram and also on YouTube, they're always talking about this book. So yeah, I've wanted to read this for a while, but yeah, I don't know why, I just want to read this next year or like in the springtime, because I don't know, like it just gives spring vibes. So I'm probably gonna read it in March, like early March. I know that doesn't seem like spring, but like to me that is spring. So yeah, March. I'll probably read this in March. Okay, so the next book is, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the next book is Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. And there's like, whoa, there's like two different covers. There's the orange version and then there's the like prettier woodsy type version. I heard that it is good to read this also in the winter time, but I didn't get to this book, so yeah, I'm probably not going to read it for a while, so that's why I'm going to be reading it next year. So yeah. Okay, so it says that Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tepid routine. Work hard as new pediatric resident, plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man, keep her head down and her heart tucked away. But when she runs into Elliot Petropoulos, the first and only love of her life, the careful bubble she constructed begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her open again after the loss of her mother, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Told in alternating timelines between then and now, teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside of San Francisco and devouring books, sharing favorite words, and talking through their growing pains and triumphs. As adults, they have become strangers to one another until the chance of reunion. Although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence and will have to overcome the past and himself to revive her faith in the possibility of all-consuming love. So, yeah, so I really thought that this would be like a really nice book to read since it's romance, and I like romance stories, so I just thought it would be a really good idea to read a romance in the spring as well. I'm gonna read this in the spring. I'm probably gonna read it also in March or in April, so yeah, I'll probably read it then. So yeah, yeah, so here's the next one that I am going to talk about. This is the book that I was talking about that is not on my Barnes and Noble and my, because like I think maybe it might be in other people's Barnes and Noble and like other locations, but it's not in mine. So yeah, so I'll probably read this as an ebook or an audiobook if I can find it. So yeah, so that's one of the books that I am really wanting to read. So the book is Binding 13. I think there's two, isn't there? I think there's um two books to this, but I don't know. So yeah, I'll just read the first one first and then read the second one. I don't think I'm gonna read them both at the same time, but maybe I will. I don't know. Um, yeah, so what it says like on here, is it says Binding 13 is the explosive first installment of a brand new series from Chloe Walsh, based in Ireland. The the Boys of Tommen series is bound to captivate and lure you into a world of rugby, love, and teenage heartbreak. So, yeah. Wait, there's like a website here. Goodreads. Okay, I'll go on Goodreads. Because maybe it'll have more of a description. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I don't know. This isn't really like saying anything. But I don't want to read the reviews of this, but because like I don't want to you know, I don't want that to spoil anything. So, yeah, so it says here that the first, last, and only true love has only been rugby until now. Okay, so under this it says he wants to save her. She wants to hide. She's damaged. He's determined. Fate brought them together. Love binds them. Johnny Kavanaugh has everything going for him on the rugby pitch. He is a force to be reckoned with. Primed for stardom, he's heading straight for the top. Nothing can possibly get in his. Huh? Hold on. Where was I? I lost it. I don't know. I like clicked so I could like read more, but I don't remember where it was. Okay. I don't know. Nothing can possibly get in his way, right? Not even the shy new girl at Tolman College, the one with the sad eyes and hidden bruises, the one that distracts him like no other, like no one ever has. Plagued with a hidden injury and desperate to impress the scouts watching his every move, Johnny has placed a pedestal so high he has no room to make mistakes, striving to maintain balance and on the crest of the international summer campaign, Johnny needs to keep his head in the game. He has to stay focused and cannot afford to let distractions get in the way of the bigger picture. But what happens when a lonely girl with sad eyes comes in the picture? I feel like I've already read that. I don't know. Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. Bullied and tortured, she arrives at Tolman College midway through the school year, praying for a fresh start and desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. On her very first day at the prestigious private school, she comes into contact with the notorious Johnny Kavanaugh, thrown through a hoop over her feelings for him and desperate to keep a low profile. Shannon finds herself once again in the target of bullies as she forms a fragile alliance with rugby's rising star. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Falling into a complicated friendship and grappling with the undeniable chemistry, Johnny and Shannon must face obstacles that threaten their relationships. Oh, their relationship. And then yeah. So that's what that is. I really think I'm gonna really enjoy this book. But one thing that I do know about this book, the two books that I've seen about, there's like a part one and there's a part two, I think. Both of those books are fat. Like they're fat, like they're like this big, and I'm like scared. But I definitely want to read this book. I've been wanting to read that ever since I heard about this book. Like even just the cover, just I know there's like people on it, but like it's cool and I like it. It has like what is that thing called? It's like the color scheme. Yeah, the color scheme of the book is like orange and pink, I think. And like I like it. Like it makes me want to read it. So I feel like when I pick books to read, I feel like the covers make me want to read it even more because of the covers. And I really enjoyed you know, looking at the covers and be like, oh, I want to read this book because of the cover. And I think that's really like kind of like a judge book by its cover. And I feel like yeah, like it does matter, like if the book, you know, is pretty, because I feel like, you know, if you're like someone who likes reading books and you like the pretty covers of books, I feel like also like even when I was little, like I would always go to the library and I would pick out books and I'd be like, I wouldn't read them because they were ugly and they weren't like the covers just weren't interesting to me, so I never like actually read the books. So I feel like I was just picking a book because we were at the library and I had to pick one. So yeah, like, and picking out a book because like maybe the words on the back of the book was interesting to you, or because of the cover, because sometimes books don't have like the description or whatever, the blurb or whatever you want to call it. Like some books don't have that, so you honestly are going in blind. So the cover is really the selling point in picking out books and buying books. So yeah, so I really love that cover of Binding 13. Okay. Are you done? Okay, so the next one is Me Before You, and I can kind of talk about this already because I've already watched the movie. So, yeah, so Me Before You is about this girl. Hold on, I don't remember their names for some reason, but it's about this girl and this guy. The guy is paralyzed from, I think he's paralyzed from the neck down, and the girl is his caretaker and basically just doing things for him. And basically they have like they form a romance between each other, and honestly it's really cute. And I know this is not a good description, so I'm gonna look up the book so I don't like mess it up. So hopefully it'll load. Thank you. But yeah, so this book, honestly, I love the movie. I think it's really cute, to be honest. I love that. And yeah. Okay, so oh, Louisa Clark, that's what it is. Okay, Louisa Clark. Um, okay, so it says they had nothing in common till love gave them everything to lose. Louisa Clark is an ordinary girl living an exceedingly extraordinary life. Steady boyfriend, a close family, who has barely been farther afield, afield than their tiny village. She takes a badly needed job working for ex-master of the universe, Will Trainer, who is wheelchair bound after an accident. Will has always lived a huge life, big deals, extreme sports, worldwide travel, and now he's pretty sure he cannot live the way he is. Will is acerbic, whatever that is. I don't know how you say that word, acerbic. Okay, Will's acerbic, moody, bossy, but Lou refuses to treat him with kid gloves, and soon his happiness means more to her than she expected. When she learns that Will has shocking plans of his own, she sets out to show him that life is still worth living. So yeah, I just thought that's so cute. I think it's honestly a really cute romance. Um, and I heard that there's like some stuff that was not in the movie, so I'm just curious to like find out what that is. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. I'm so excited. And then this book, I think this book, I don't know if this is on my Barnes& and Noble, so hopefully it is. I don't know. But this book is, oh wait, it should be because yeah, it's there. I'll just click on this one, I guess. Cuz they're all the same. So, yeah. So this book is like, oh, this is a lot to read. I'm not going to read like everything, but this book is called Perfume, and I think, if I'm correct, I think it was a murder. There's a murder in it or something. And yeah, I don't really know much about this. I just love the cover. Like, it's so like cool. The cover is so cool. So yeah, I really like it, but the cover that I like is just like, it's in the hardcover, and I don't want the hardcover. I don't like hardcover books because they're not flappy, and I like to like what's the word? Like open my book flat. I feel like with hardbacks you can't really do that well. So yeah. But oh yeah, it says Perfume, the story of murder. So yeah, that book is really, I just think that the cover is really cool. That's all I have to say about it, because I don't really want to read the description. It's way too long. But yeah. Okay, so the next book is called My Brilliant Friend. Hold on. Okay. The book is called My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I think that's how you pronounce her name, but her name is Elena Ferrante. And yeah, I just love the cover. It's so cute. This is supposedly a series, but it's the first one in the series. So yeah. Oh, and also apparently it's an HBO series. I did not know that. Um, so yeah, so it says, beginning in the 1950s in a poor but vibrant neighborhood on the outskirts of Naples, Elena Ferrante's four-volume story spans almost 60 years as its main characters, the fiery and unforgettable Lila and the bookish narrator Elena, become women, wives, mothers, and leaders, all while all the while maintaining a complex and at times conflicted friendship. This first novel in the series follows Lila and Elena from their fateful meetings as 10-year-olds through their school years and adolescence. Through the lives of these two women, Ferrante tells the story of a neighborhood, a city, and a country as it transforms its way in that. In turn, also transform the relationship between two women. So, yeah. I just really like I when I read that, like the description for the book, I was like, this is really interesting and I really liked it, so I thought I would get it. So that book I really want to get. I don't have it yet, but I really want to read it. Some of these also, like I said, the only book that I do have that I mentioned before is Me Before You. I don't have any of the other books that I've mentioned so far. And I think all of them I don't have. Yeah, I don't have any of these books except for Me Before You. So, yeah, so this book, literally no idea what this book is about at all, but this book is called The Book of Goose by you hold on Yi. I literally cannot read my own handwriting. Yi, I don't know how you even pronounce this name. Yi-yeon Lee. I literally have no idea. I just love the cover. Like, it's so pretty. But they only have hardback, and I think that they're going to release their paperbacks next year, I think. So I'm just gonna wait until that comes out so I can get the paperback of it. And I'll talk about it when I get it next year. So yeah. And then this book, everybody probably already knows about this book. It's Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. And the reason why I wanted to get Twilight is because I watched all the movies, and honestly, it feels like nostalgic to me in a way, because I just really want to like feel the nostalgia of like my childhood days, and how, like, you know, when I was a little kid, and I feel like a bunch of other kids too, like have watched like movies that, you know, you probably shouldn't watch at your age. Like, I feel like 11-year-old me shouldn't have watched Twilight at that age, but I really, really enjoyed it. I don't think that, like, I feel like Twilight is definitely like, if you're like 13 or 14, like you could definitely watch that, but 11-year-old, like I was like 10, 11 when that movie came out. 10 or 11 when that movie came out. So yeah, like it was definitely like, I was like, I love these movies. And when I was like in middle school, I was like in 6th grade, and like this girl, she didn't like Twilight because the character's name was Bella and her name was Isabella, so she didn't want to be associated with that. But like, I just don't get how you can hate a movie or hate a character just because they have the same name as you. Like, get over yourself. You're not that important. But anyways, that might seem like a mean girl thing to say, but I'm just like, what does it matter? Like, how are you gonna like hate on a movie just because they have the same name? Like, one of the characters have the same name as you. I don't get that. But yeah, she, no, what she said, I remember now. She said that she didn't want to be friends with me because my favorite character was Bella and her name was Isabella. Yeah, she said, I was like, she asked me what my favorite movie is, and I said Twilight, and she said, I can't be friends with you because I don't like that movie. Like, what? But anyways, you know, I don't know. That's so weird, but anyways, but I just thought of that. So yeah, but anyways, like Twilight has always been like, you know, definitely a comfort movie for me. Honestly, I think it's like, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's like definitely like, I feel like now, like especially because like Twilight has been on Netflix. I don't think it's Twilight is on Netflix anymore, like the first one. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but it was. And I feel like a lot of people watched it then, and like a lot of like the new generation watched it, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, this is like this movie is so cool." And like and like on TikTok, like people were trying to dress up as Bella Swan and like stuff like that, and like the trend of like Bella Swan and like what is that, Elena Gilmert? No, Gilbert. Why am I saying names wrong? Gilbert. Elena Gilbert from the Vampire Diaries. Like they were trying to like do that, and I thought it was like really cool. Um but yeah, like I thought that the style was like kind of cool, but I don't think it's like um I think it's a trend. I don't think like style people wear this type of style anymore of like what they wore. So yeah, but anyways, um we have Better Than the Movies by, okay, sorry about that guys. My mom came home. So yeah, but anyways, the next book I want to read is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I heard about this book from Haley Pham when she was doing a video about it. She said this was like her favorite book, I think. And then the next one is, hold on, I'm trying to read my handwriting. Cleopatra and Frankenstein by, I don't know, I think that says Rocco or Coco Mellers or Nellers, I think. So yeah, those are all the books that I want to read next year, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot to me, and bye.